Monday afternoon, back at it. I'm gonna do a quick weight check post weekend because, as I mentioned, by Friday, August 15th, my goal is to be back in the 260s. I don't care if I'm 269.9999999. It will be 260 something. So let's do a quick weight check, and then I'm gonna get into legs and shoulders. So I did step on the treadmill this morning for a quick mile, trying to build that endurance up and that aerobic base. But so 271, I'm down a half a pound over the weekend. And considering one of my best friends in the world was here, we were hanging out Friday night and Saturday, I'm gonna call that a win. Because we were out and about Friday and all day Saturday, ball hopping, just going to different little rooftop bars on Saturday, listening to hip hop, just enjoying it. It was 86, it was a beautiful day. So considering I was in restaurants all day, I'm going to call that a win. I am 1.1 pounds away from my goal. So, I'm well positioned for Friday. I really made it a point to keep my eating under wraps this weekend. I didn't want to come out of the week heavier, and I actually came down half a pound, so it's always a great thing. I'm doing 2 24-hour fasts this week, so I fasted from Sunday at noon to noon today, Monday. I'm going to fast again Tuesday from Tuesday at noon to Wednesday, and then I'm going to do a 40-hour fast on Thursday. I ran this morning. I ran yesterday. My cardiovascular is just in a really bad spot. Man, I had committed to signing up for the Army 10 miler, but I couldn't make it 2 miles yesterday. Now, granted, it was nearly 90 degrees, so less than ideal temperatures to be running at, but I just tried to do a little 2-mile run, and I just felt wrecked. And for the rest of the day, I just felt shot, but I was able to get up today and do a mile on the treadmill. But the Army 10 miler is exactly 2 months and 1 day away. A little skeptical about maybe being able to ramp up that much, just considering I ran about 1.25 miles yesterday. I walked a half a block and then I ran another quarter mile. Granted, it was like 87, 88 degrees and I was outside running in the sun. So, that definitely, typically, your body is going to be, I think a rule of thumb is like 10 to 15 degrees warmer than it is outside. So, it's like being in 100-degree weather and trying to run. Granted, but a 10 miler might be a bridge too far. All I'm going to do right now is evaluate and just I'm going to run 4 times a week and just try to get that aerobic base back. It seems incredible because at one point I was in such good shape that any given moment I could get up off the couch and run 20 miles and not fall apart. And that is not the shape I'm in 2025, but this is about progression. So we'll see what I do. I'm going to commit to a race. I'm either going to do that 10 mile. I'll see where I am by the end of the month. If it feels like a bridge too far, I'll look for a 10K, which is 6.6 miles, and maybe I'll do one in early November instead of early October. But I am committing to doing a race, and I'll see if I can find a 5K at some point in September. But good work. I feel like I'm well positioned for Friday, so let's keep that momentum going. Let's get into legs and shoulders. I would expect them to know a little better. At the same time, it's like, they look at St. James Station Board saying, say some of these, even how they reach up. But when if your coach strong, okay, I get that. You know, first time playing in the NFL. Now they have to start getting into the NFL and playing that.
Yeah, I mean, it was rough, but last year, watch the team back up. We made it that time, so at times we can't do it. But we have to find it. We have to find that.
So we need to try. Big guy last day, I did on step on Steve Jester, and he defended his quarterback. He said, "Did you see the sign? Did you see what the sign said?" Anyway, well, we know what the sign said. Here it does. Gino and Mark Club. With Gino and Max Crosby overreacted.
Hey, I mean, that's a problem. I would say overreaction. Boom, no trash, we got a sign right in my face, all I've done for you. I'm back in Seattle, that's something to me. I laid my life behind you, go back to the one, for a couple of years, so things can work out, and that's something to me. I'm coming back. I'm coming back with grace. I love you. I did everything I could for you. That's the people. That's how you feel. Now you feel like, what? What are you talking about? Huh? Maybe you should be applauding me, clapping me. I know that the quarterback of the football is saying that is preparing for something great. I'm getting Tom Brady. I wasn't a big man, but I done all I could to make it on the line for you week in and week out. 12.
All I want to do is be appreciated. I know I do this, but you got my whole trust me. Just put a lot into something. Ray say all the time, "Oh, I need an upgraded person." That hurts me too. That hurts me too. I need an upgraded person. We see how the best. And then we care what the wish was. You didn't like Gino. Well, ain't no thing that he get, came, Minnesota. Ain't no guarantee. He ain't got nothing that he had in Minnesota. He ain't got no Jalen. He ain't got no Alabama. He ain't got no Robinson. He ain't got Aaron Jones. He ain't got Trevor Lawrence all players. And you saw last 2 games, right? You saw last 2 games. What was the craziest thing you saw him play?
Oh, man, that's a good one. That's a good one. Hey, oh my goodness.
The play. Caleb had this organization of all the things that were first accuracy for on football too. And that was getting more comfortable with things they did in practice because the emphasis here gives Caleb as much as you can throughout the season. So he's not after the ball. If there's anything you need from that analysis, whether it's telling me, hey, you're going to go out, I think this may be a bad option. So you're not going to go up for the timeout. I don't need to know
How much of Ben Johnson's offense are they giving Caleb to be responsible for?
everything, which I know sounds like hyperbolic, but they are trying to overload him right now so they can know where they need to pare back.
This is, like, show off the movie makes some big time throws, and this is the throw that I'm super excited to break down in detail about
complete. Gotta admit, man, this was the last thing in the world I wanted to do. But this is the power of positive momentum. You know, I've been seeing results and I've been locked in on this next goal. You know, goals are a double-edged sword because it's like in the last few years, if I set a goal and I don't make it, it's like my discipline just goes out the window and I just get discouraged. So I don't want to make Friday the end all be all, but I still want to make it the end all be all. Just being so close, I didn't set an unreasonable goal. It's not like I'm 315 and I'm saying I want to be 269 by the weekend. It's been a hurdle that I've knocked on the door on 3-4 times this year and did not get under it. This time I'm just determined to make it happen. If I do what I need to do, I'm going to make that goal. That being said, you know, I've run from Friday, ran Sunday, ran Monday, so I ran 3 out of the last 4 days. So my legs were sore, tired. You know, I mentioned at the start of the video that I tried to go out for 2 miles yesterday. I just felt so fatigued, I stopped. And, you know, I was hard on myself, like, damn, I just gave up, I should have sucked it up. But when I saw my reaction, I was pretty much out of it all day yesterday. I was supposed to do this workout yesterday, and I didn't because I was so fatigued from the run. I know the heat had a lot to do with it, so I don't want to overreact to it. But, you know, that being said, it took a lot of discipline. I said I'm going to go light, just break a sweat, get the workout in. If I don't set no damn PRs, which isn't my goal anyway, but if I don't have the greatest workout, I'm just trying to get back in the mode of committing to my workout routine and sticking to it. I'm going to take a rest day tomorrow. I'm going to do a 24-hour fast. I'm going to have 1 meal at noon, or I may just eat in the evening, who knows. But I'm going to have 1 meal tomorrow. Then I'm going to commit to 2 miles on Wednesday morning. And I'm going to hit the gym. I'm going to hit Equinox by my office Wednesday afternoon. I'm going to go for 45 minutes, chest and back. You know, three circuits, 3 sets apiece. Thursday's a rest day. I'm going to do a 40-hour fast. Friday morning, I'm going to get up and I'm going to run 2 miles, fasted. And I'm going to get on that scale and I'm going to make my goal. So that's the plan for the week. Like I said, really fatigued, so really proud of this workout. You know, it may not look crazy, but as tired as I was, it took a lot of discipline. I stopped working at 5:15 and I didn't start working out until 6 because I just did not want to do this. And I kept saying, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, and I got it done. I got it in an hour, burned about 450 calories, I think it was, in an hour. So, you know, proud of this workout. Nothing crazy, nothing that's gonna go down in the record books, but I know, you know, how much effort it took. Yeah, 432 calories in an hour, 1 hour and 54 minutes, 54 seconds. 1 hour exactly and 54 seconds. So, good work. It's 7:07. I'm gonna work till 9 and then call it a night. But good work for Reed Fitness on a Monday evening. Signing off.